Good morning, students. Previously, we have studied different theories of equality. In today's lecture, we will study about the equality, how we can promote equality. How can we promote equality? The first step towards bringing about equality is, of course, ending the formal system of inequality and privileges. Social, economic, and political inequalities all over the world have been protected by customs and legal systems that prohibited some sections of society from enjoying certain kinds of opportunities and rewards. All these privileges should be ended by the Constitution. The Constitution prohibits discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, gender, or place of birth. Our Constitution also abolishes the practice of untouchability. This is the example. Most modern constitutions and democratic government have formally accepted the principle of equality and incorporated it as identical treatment by law to all citizens. Second method to promote equality is equality through different treatments. Separate treatment for different classes of persons, or you can say the different sections of the society. The principle behind the idea of equality is that all persons should be treated alike both in privileges conferred and duties imposed. But varying needs of different classes of persons often required separate treatment. Some countries have used policies of affirmative actions to enhance equality of opportunity. In our country, we have relied on the policy of reservation. Some persons or a class of persons have a reason to be granted special concessions. Special educational institutions have to be provided for the disabled, blind, and deaf. Special provisions may be made for the less advantaged or health care. Therefore, they are granted tax concession. The bank also offer a higher rate of interest on fixed deposit to senior citizens. The main motto for separate treatment is to include the deprived or disabled sections of the society into the mainstream. Next method to promote equality is affirmative actions, means positive actions, or you can say the privileged actions for the special classes. Affirmative action is based on the idea that it is not sufficient to establish formal equality by law when we wish to eliminate inequalities that are deeply rooted. It is necessary to take some more positive measures to minimize and eliminate entrenched forms of social inequalities. Most policies of affirmative action are designed to correct the cumulative effect of past inequalities. So, affirmative actions means the deliberate policy of giving preferential treatment to some advantaged group in society. Such an action has been taken to help for women, for disabled, the minorities, a few racial or ethnic groups, other disadvantaged sections of the society. All these groups need special advantages because they are not equally with others. After getting the privileges, they can included in the mainstream. And now we will discuss the affirmative actions which are following by the government and society. Firstly, reservation in legislature. In India, we have reservation of seats in Lok Sabha and legislative assemblies for SCs and STs. All of you are familiar with this fact. Second, educational facilities. Seats have been reserved for SCs and STs in all government institutions, including institution of higher learning. And next, reservation in services. In order to have adequate representation of SCs and STs in the government services, many concessions are given to them, such as relaxation of age limit and relaxation in standard of suitability. 27% of seats have been reserved in civil services under the Government of India in favor of other backward classes. Next affirmative action is to benefit women. Needs of women often require separate treatment. For construction of hostels for SCs and STs girls, assistance is available to Mahila Mandal, to government, to convert Anganwadi centers into Anganwadi cum crèche centers. Many affirmative actions we have discussed, and the motto of the affirmative action is to just to give the privilege or advantage to the deprived sections of our society. But some thinkers also criticize the affirmative actions on the basis of following points. Firstly, affirmative action goes against our cherished ideal of equality. Of course, it is against the equality if a person is getting some rights on the basis of their caste and another person is not getting the right on the basis of caste. That is, of course, is not equality. Second, it stands on the way of meritocracy. Second, it stands in the way of meritocracy. Meritocracy, in other words, there should be society in which people have power or prestige because of their abilities rather than caste, race, or gender, other artificial criteria. The policy of reservation is unfair to meritorious persons. Finally, affirmative actions can never help in achieving our goal of eliminating discrimination. Means we are eliminating a few class, few caste for the motto of equality, and that is not good for the development of society. I hope all the points are clear to you regarding equality, and this is the last e-lecture of equality. In the coming lecture we will start our new chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.